Hi guys, a very good morning or good afternoon or good evening depending on when you are watching this video. We are back here again discussing the expected questions for your strategic management paper that is going to be held tomorrow. As you know, all chapters carry equal weightage and you would be at the moment maybe confused or maybe struggling with little bit with revision. It's very important that you revise all the 5 chapters so that you have some confidence before appearing for tomorrow's paper. All right, so you have time till around maybe I can say 1 o'clock. Your exam starts at 2, so you can cut off your revision by around 12:30 to 1 o'clock. And I have divided or mentioned some topics or questions which are important or expected in tomorrow's exam. All right, we'll make a quick video. In from chapter 1, I am expecting what is strategy. These are the topics that I am expecting in chapter number 1, out of which we can expect at least 2 to 3 questions to be asked, amongst which essentials is important because they have tested mission quite a number of times in the last 2 attempts. Okay, so the likelihood of vision being asked from chapter 1 is very important, and the network of relationship between 3 levels. All right, that is also important. And over here, top down bottom approach, it's a small little text in your module that is important and can be asked in MCQ or a part of a bigger question. Okay, benefits has already been tested, that's why we are focusing on limitations of strategic management. Okay, now managerial process of voice, you already know strategic management is the managerial process of setting up a vision, objectives, implementation, creating or crafting a strategy, and evaluation. Of course, in the exam, crafting or creating will come prior, implementation will come later. It's just a code word to remember. When we come to chapter number 2, the internationalization of business is a new topic and not been tested, so we can expect a question from there. There are 3 characteristics. It's very straightforward. It is a conglomerate of multiple units located at multiple locations. All right, they have common resources, or there is transfer of IPR, and they respond to a common strategy. So this is an important aspect over here. Next, issues to be considered in strategic analysis, in which there are 3. All right, strategy evolves over a period of time. As the environment keeps evolving or keeps changing, we also have to adjust or adapt our response to the environment. Okay, then balance of internal and external factors, and the last one is risk. There is a matrix or a table for risk, internal and external risk, that can be asked as an independent question as well. Okay, experience curve is again important. Product life cycle was tested before. Now we have 3 areas over here. Value creation, again the diagram. All right, how value is expressed in terms of design, durability, performance. All right, it's an abstract or qualitative factor that depends on customer to customer. Okay, now when you have market and customer, here things to focus on. This is new, market and customer, in which you can focus on the approaches to marketing, meaning product oriented, production oriented, customer oriented, or sales oriented. Okay, so there are 4 approaches. You can focus on that. And under customer, you have to focus on customer behavior. So your customer is divided into who is a customer, customer behavior, customer analysis, and then customer behavior. Customer and customer analysis you can go through, but you can focus on behavior. A question can be expected. And critical or key success factors, for which 3 questions, 3 criterias, I'm sorry, it's not questions, 3 criterias to identify key success factors. Okay, if you want, you can take a screenshot. Come on, chapter 3, Mendelow's matrix. It's a part of the new syllabus, so it's important. Customer versus consumer, you should know the distinguish between 2. Customer is someone who pays or acquires your product. Consumer is someone who utilizes or consumes your product. The business should focus on consumers. All right, then you have next marketing strategies. In the marketing strategies, the most important ones are enlightened, which is a principle of marketing, that all your marketing campaigns, all your marketing ideas should focus on sense of mission. They should have values. All right, and they should promote a certain amount of healthy competition in the market. Now, synchro, demarketing, and augmented marketing are important amongst the marketing strategies. All right. Now, core competency, please focus on this in chapter number 3. Now, there are criteria to build core competency, which is VRCN. It should be valuable, it should be rare, it should be costly to imitate, and it should be non-substitutable. Now, these two, even though similar, are a little bit or slightly different. Be very, very careful in the exam. So criteria to build are again 4. Sustainability of competitive advantages are again 4. They have to be durability. The criteria are 4. Durability, transferability, appropriability, and imitability. Alright, imitability, again, it means it is difficult for competitors to copy. Appropriability means what are the returns that you are getting on the resources that you have invested in order to get competitive advantage, whether the benefit has been directed in the right manner. All right, durability, again, it should be long term, and transferability, it should not be transferable. All right, it should not be transferable. All right, then we have the 2 strategies, business level strategies, that is cost leadership and differentiations. PPO, what are the bases of differentiation? Product, pricing, and organization. Okay, you can go through the advantages and disadvantages are your from Porter's 5 forces point of view. When you come to chapter 4, focus on intensification and of product matrix. It is covered 2 times, so you can focus on product development, and market penetration. Diversification can be asked separately, so 3 points you can cover over there. Focus on mergers and acquisition and the types: forward, backward, vertical, horizontal. Focus on alliance and their advantages and disadvantages. It's an external growth strategy. Now, this turnaround action plan is important. Reasons are more or less same. What are the indicators? All right, high employee turnover, low morale. All right, falling of demand, negative cash flow, low growth. All of these are conditions, and reasons are more or less similar. Action plan, there are 5 steps. You need to focus on that. Divestment and General Electric matrix. BCG has been tested. Go through it, but maybe the chances of General Electric matrix coming for the exams are more. Okay, now chapter 5, I know it is very, very stressful for you guys. Equal weightage, sir. I think you combine all 4 chapters. It's on one side, and chapter number 5 is on another side. Okay, so what we have done, or what I have done in chapter number 5, is given you areas that you have to focus on. Okay, I'm not predicting the entire chapter 5 because chapter 5 is voluminous. What I have covered over here are things or subtopics which were not covered in the previous attempts. Okay, so if you focus on this, because we have lack of time, I'm sure you have done at least 2 or 3 times revision before you're appearing for the paper. So there will be some element of recall in case something from the other areas are asked in the exam. But just before the exam, I think you should focus on strategic leadership. What are the roles of a strategic leader? What are the roles of a manager? Okay, you can also focus on the approaches, transformational and transactional. It's an institute favorite. It is asked multiple times. And last 2 attempts, leadership has not been tested, so there are high chances of it coming in the exam. Then you have certain interrelationships which are there. Interrelationship between efficiency and effectiveness, interrelationship between your operational management and top level management. So those matrices, cell 1, 2, 3, 4 and A, B, C, D are very, very important for your exam. Then we have control. Control, you have to do everything under control. What are the elements? What are the types? What are the types of strategic? So what are the types of controls? There are operational control, management control, and strategic controls. And within strategic controls, there is strategic surveillance. All right, so you have to finish all of these under types of strategic control. Now, linkages, there are forward and backward linkages in formulation and implementation. And lastly, you can focus on Kurt Lewin's model of change. Culture, they have asked slightly, but I think Kurt Lewin's model of change is a safe bet in chapter number 5. Okay, so without taking any more time, I think I'm done with all of this. Focus areas for chapter number 5 as well as the other chapters in strategic management. We wish you all the very best for tomorrow's exam. You can easily score 30 plus in SM if you follow my strategy. All right. Thank you so much. Take care. All the best and rock it for tomorrow's paper. Bye bye and take care.